Okay, you are now tuning in to On the Corner interviews brought to you by the Corner Talk Podcast. My name's Eddie, and you can go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
What's up, y'all? I'm Rico, whatever y'all want to call me, don't matter.
So, what's up, man? How you feeling today on this day today, man?
I'm feeling good, man. Good. It's a nice night right now. Nice,
yeah?
Yeah, chill, good weather right now. I feel good.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where you from? Where'd you grow up and all that, you know?
From North Hollywood, man. Basically where we are right now, right in front of Jimmy Burgers. If you from North Hollywood or around the area, you know Jimmy Burgers, man.
So, what was it like growing up in North Hollywood at a young age?
It was cool, man. It was cool. It was tough. I grew up here, but went to high school in Chatsworth, so I did kind of two-city thing. But it was cool, man. You had to be aware of your surroundings out here. A lot of people trying to get into trouble and stuff, or trying to start trouble with you.
Oh, okay.
Cool, man.
So, if what do you think the difference was between North Hollywood and Chatsworth?
Oh man, well, North Hollywood was a little not ghetto, but it was a little more hood, you know, than Chatsworth.
Yeah.
Even though Chatsworth had its bad parts, but people got, you know, bussed in, came from surrounding cities that weren't as good. So you had your beefs everywhere, man. But definitely, just the way the cities look, man, is a lot different.
Okay, so I guess right now in the valley, in the city of North Hollywood, in the cities around here too, like there seems to be a homeless problem. What's your opinion on that?
Man, it's tough, bro. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I mean, Trump says the unemployment is down. People should be able to get jobs and whatnot. But it's tough out here, man. I mean, even by where I live in Chatsworth, we have a big homeless problem. And it's tough, man. Hard seeing a lot of people on the street like that.
Yeah. So, let me see. So, you went to school in Chatsworth. What was it like in school, man? Tell me a little bit about what was it like for you.
Chatsworth was cool, man. You know, like I said, a lot of people got busted in. I got busted in. People from LA got busted in, so it was still diverse, even though it was in Chatsworth. You know, I mean, a lot of white people, of course, but a lot of Hispanics, a lot of blacks, Asians, just a mixture of people, and it was good, man. When they were having race wars. Besides that, it was good, man.
So, what were you getting into in school? What was it like for you?
It was good, man. I was playing football, basketball, trying to keep some good grades up. Did honors for a bit. It was tough, man. Especially getting bussed out, having to wake up 5:40 in the morning just to hit the bus at 6:15. Getting out there super early.
Yeah. So, what were you getting into? You were on the pool table. You played sports.
Play sports. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you mostly just hang around your teammates and stuff like that.
Nah, man.
No?
I didn't like to be around the mix like that, man. I always stay low key and to myself. So I had like my core friends, and that was basically it. No matter if I was playing sports or not, I kind of hang out with them, and then I would walk around, and everyone I see and I knew, I give them what's up. That's about it.
Oh, okay. So, let me see what we could talk about. So sports, you kicked it with your homies. What were you and your homies getting into? Like, what was a regular day for you?
School, after school, man, if it was during the off season, we'd go hoop, eat. You know, there's a couple local joints in Chatsworth that people would know. Lunchbox, stuff like that. We go eat. Hoop. I come home. Well, with them, I come home and hoop, hang, you know, your older brother.
Yeah,
you know,
shout out to him.
My people, shout out to Jose. Stuff like that, man. You know, we do different things, bro. We fuck around and rap sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that, yeah.
So, did you ever get more into the sports or into the rapping? Like, what did you get into more? Like, did you try to take sports into like college?
Oh, no. I just play sports. Basketball is a passion, so I still play basketball to this day. I try to get out 3 to 4 days a week. And rapping was just always something I love, man. I love rap music, stuff like that. I used to dabble a bit in it, recorded a few songs, did a couple shows, but never nothing major.
So you slowed down on all the music and stuff like that?
Yeah, I slowed down, man. I'll still write from here to there, see if I still got it, see if I can still put something together. But I haven't recorded anything in a long time, man.
What made you step back from that? Was it just...
It's too saturated, man.
You think so?
Too saturated.
Get more into that, man. Tell me about that.
It's too saturated, especially everybody in the valley. Everybody think they can rap just because they can rhyme a few words together. You You know, but that doesn't really mean you a rapper. You know, I know a couple of guys I went to school with who you can say are doing big things, but if you know them, you know what they rapping about ain't real. So I mean, I don't hate on nobody though, man. You get it how you get it. So it's what it is. But basically, some of the cats can't really rap.
Okay. So what are you listening to now then? If you're really into music, like you say you are, what are you into right now?
Well, right now, I mean, that new E40 just dropped. That shit is actually pretty good, man. It's crazy. I'm waiting on the Ross album. I know you just dropped a new song with Drake, which is tough, but them two always put tough records out. Besides that, let's see what I'm listening to. It's tough, man. I don't really dabble with new music like that. I'll just go to old music, and then what I like.
Oh yeah, so you know? No new music at all.
Like I said, a couple of the E40 joints, the new E40 albums I like. I know Big Sean put out a new single. It's actually pretty cool because it's called Single Again. You got your ex on the hook. That's pretty dope. But yeah, man, there's a few new songs. But as far as like projects, man, it's tough to sit down and listen to because there's so much new music. You can't even sit down and enjoy like all of it at once, bro. Yeah, over like you just catching up from albums that came out a couple months ago. It's just that much music, you know. So, but I'm definitely waiting for that new Ross, man. Once that drops, it's all I'm gonna be tuned into, bro.
How'd you feel about Nipsey's death?
Shit was tough, man. I'm a big Nipsey fan. I've met Nipsey before.
What?
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was actually very cool, man. Very humble dude. I met him here in North Hollywood, actually.
Wow.
At Eat. You know, I was on lunch. He came and sat behind me. You know,
Oh, so it was young Nipsey.
Nah, it wasn't that. It was 2015.
Oh, 2015?
2016 when I saw him. Yeah, he was up there. Yeah, man, he sat behind me. I noticed it was him. I introduced myself. He said what's up to me. I told him TMC was my favorite project. Yeah, he said he
had to let him know.
Yeah, he said he appreciated the love or whatever. Cool, very cool dude, man. Wasn't arrogant, stuck up, none of that, bro. And so his death was really hard because he was doing a lot of good things in the community, man. It's tough to see someone like that go.
So from the outside looking in, it looks like hate was the motive for his passing. What's your opinion on hate? Like, you know, your point of view of hate, and have you ever hated on someone? Maybe when you were young, or just.
You know, hate nowadays is it's taken not the wrong way, but it's taken out of context, man. I think if you dislike something, people think you're hating, and that's not the case. You know, sometimes you just don't like something and you don't like it. You don't have to like everything. But I think as far as hating other individuals, I don't think I've ever hated somebody, man. Like, everyone does their thing, and some pop, some don't. It is what it is, man. Can't hate on someone for doing something good or what they're good at, you know. Just because you can't do it don't mean you gotta hate on them. You just gotta find what you're good at and do that. But I do think it could have been hate, man. I know him and the guy got into a little, you know, arguing back and forth or whatever. Some shit was said. From what I read, some shit was said, and then dude came back and, you know, did what he did. But that's tough, man. You gotta be careful who you're talking to, man. You never know.
That's true. So, how does a person like yourself deal with hate? If someone hates on you, or someone just hates you in general?
Man, I don't pay any attention, man. I got too many things to worry about, man. To worry about who hates me and who doesn't, man. If it's one-sided, bro, I don't care for it, dude. Just because you hate me, that's on your thing, man. That's on your conscience, not on me.
Yeah.
I'm on your mind, you're not on mine.
So you more or less like, it's like whatever. It's more like you ignore it.
Yeah, I ignore it, bro. And if it's, bump into each other and the hate's still present, then you handle it how you handle it, you know? That's pretty much it.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe this is not a current topic, but it's still something in hip hop. How do you feel about Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Tekashi 6ix9ine, man,
crazy. It's a crazy story.
It's a crazy situation, man. I just think he got caught up with the wrong people trying to make it, man. You know, you're trying to fit in, you're trying to sell us something that's not you, running with the wrong crowd, what happens to you, man. If you're not from that life, and you claim like you are, when shit gets real, shit gets real. You can't just fake it like you're doing music, you know? So it's tough. It's unfortunate, man, as people got him caught up in some crazy shit. They was doing shady shit to him. It's the way it works sometimes in the streets, man.
Yeah. So Okay, away from the drama, how do you feel about his run in hip hop?
It was crazy, man. I mean, he had a crazy amount of energy, bro. I fucked with his music, dude. It was just, he ain't the most lyrical, talented, but that energy he gave off, bro, it was tough. It was put you in a different kind of mood, you know. That shit, the beats was always banging. I liked it, man. I think he had a great run, dude. And I don't know, maybe if he never got caught up, still could be going. You don't know. Especially because he was a good troll, so he knew how to get attention from people. People that hated him were still listening to the music and stuff like that. You know, you say he's a troll, he's just doing shit for clout. You know what I mean? It's still, you're still paying attention to him. You can't. He's like, you couldn't. Like, he was on Instagram, on everything, bro. Every site was posting Takashi. And that's hard. That's hard to do, man. That's really hard to do, bro.
And he had it copywritten, so anything mentioned about it, money.
Anything, bro. Exactly. So he's doing a lot, man.
Okay, comparing his run to the great runs of before, where do you think he stands on that list?
Oh, he's not nowhere near those kind of runs, bro.
Nah,
it was short-lived, but I mean, it was a good run.
He was doing crazy numbers.
He was doing crazy numbers, but now it's different, man. It's different numbers now than it was back then, bro. Now YouTube, like, how long do you have to watch the YouTube video for it to be a view? You gotta watch the whole thing, or halfway? What does it count? I mean, I don't know.
I think it's halfway.
Okay, see, so you didn't really gotta watch the whole thing. Back then, you know, people were selling physical copies of records. And that was doing real numbers. You had to actually go to the store, get money, go purchase it. You know, if you were under 17, you couldn't even purchase some of these albums, so you had to find a way to do that. People were still going, you know, platinum and double platinum, which is just ridiculous, bro. Nowadays, you know, streaming, all that stuff, you could just have the song on repeat and the person goes platinum like nothing, you know? Without even having to purchase it.
Okay.
It's different, bro.
Does Tekashi 6ix9ine have a place in hip hop? No, like in the history books, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, looking back.
Maybe as an example, which you should not get into. No, seriously, man, because you know, I understand you trying to do everything to make it and stuff, but running with the wrong crowd gets you caught up, man. There's so many other ways to make it and to be successful, bro. You don't have to get into that kind of situation, you know.
As far as the music and the content and what he did with it,
I think it was good, man, because I think he has a place in hip-hop somewhere, bro. Probably for the new generation more than anything, because what he was doing was crazy, man. He was doing crazy numbers, dude. His videos had crazy plays. Like you said, crazy views. Yeah, of course he's going to be remembered, bro. More for the situation than I think the music now, but, you know, the color-haired rainbow kid, you know, was talking all that gun shit. It's funny, man. You gotta. It's funny, bro.
It is.
You know, you pay attention to it, you're like, that shit dope. I mean, I thought it was dope. I like the music.
All right. So getting out of music, you're into sports. So let me speak to you about basketball. How do you feel about the major trades that are going on now?
Loved it, bro.
What's your team?
I'm a Laker fan, man.
Okay, Laker fan. Oh, so you're happy right now? You good?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm happy, bro. I think we got the better duo than the other LA team that should not be mentioned. But I think, I think it's good, bro. Good for the NBA. There's parity now. Everyone is, and a lot of teams are good. Instead of just, you know, a few years past, you know the Warriors were gonna win, bro. You knew it. There was a couple good teams that could challenge up, but you knew down in your heart the Warriors were gonna take it. They were just so stacked. It was ridiculous. But now, you know, everyone has stars, bro. Well, most teams have stars. It's kind of tough to say who's gonna win and who's not.
Okay, so LeBron in LA.
Right.
As a Laker fan, how you feeling, man?
Feel good, man. I mean, I like LeBron. At the beginning of his career, I didn't kind of, you know, I don't think I appreciated him. So I think I kind of like him. Plus, Kobe was still playing. I'm a big Kobe fan. But as the years went by, dude, you just gotta appreciate what he does, man. That man is fucking great. And I love it, bro. I'm glad that he's here.
Yeah.
I think, you know, it's good for him. You know, he's here for basketball, but also here for his family. You know, his son's actually playing up the street from where I live.
Wow.
And Dwayne Wade's son, they're playing there. So that's pretty cool, man. But he came out here more, I think, to set his family up for future endeavors after he's done playing basketball.
So he should retire here.
Oh, I think he is, bro. I think he has, what, two years left after this year. And then I think he plays until his son gets in the league, bro. Maybe like 4 years, 5 years left, and then he calls it quits. But I think he's staying here. I don't think he's leaving anywhere.
Okay, so now tell me, LeBron's legacy. How are you looking at it? That when he leaves, when he retires, How you look at him?
Oh, bro, when he retires, dude, he's going to be missed, bro. And people are going to really appreciate what he did for the game. I think he's, man, him and Jordan, bro, for the greatest players of all time. They just did it so differently, man. Like, you know, LeBron came in, people said he wasn't a scorer. He's on pace to be the all-time leading scorer. He's top 10 in assists. Like, it's stupid numbers that he puts up, man. Like, even this past year, people were saying he was washed up, had a bad season. He went 27, 8 and 8. Like, it's crazy numbers, bro, and you're not gonna see anybody like that again. Not like that. Not what he can do on the floor, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you have going on right now, man? Tell me what Enrique is doing right now in his life that's dope and whatever you got going on.
Shit, man. Well, we got this podcast going on, Corner Talk Podcast.
Yeah.
We brought you by that podcast. But yeah, man. Hopefully we can start that up again. We've been on a little hiatus. But I think it's good, man. Podcasting is fun, bro. You can get out there and talk your shit, you know. I mean, not without consequence, but in case you see somebody in the street. But you can still out there and express your opinion, talk your shit. Especially if you know what you're talking about. You make for a really good podcast, man. So we're trying to get that back in order.
So, to get more in depth, what's your opinion on podcasts? What do you get from it? You're a fan, right? Obviously.
Right. Yeah.
So, what do you love about a podcast, and what made you want to do one?
Just different perspectives on things, man. Like, you have your own. It's always good to listen to what other people think too, you know. So especially ones that are good at it, you know. So you listen and stuff, and so sometimes you think of something about a way, and someone tells you something else, and you're like, hey, I didn't think about it like that, and that shit makes sense, and that could be true also, especially for people who are involved in the industry and know things that you wouldn't know as an average fan. You know, that shit is good. Yeah, man, podcast, and then I just think podcasting is great, dude. I think more people should listen to them, because it gets away from the radio, you know. The radio sometimes can be really filtered, and podcasts sometimes give you the real shit, you know. And sometimes you need to hear real shit instead of what the labels are trying to push you.
Okay.
You know?
So, what inspired you to do one? What made you brave enough to even attempt it?
Just passionate about different things, man. Passionate about music, sports, you know, everything that's going on that I like to speak about it. Very opinionated. I like to talk. So just that in itself, you know. And if we can get any couple listens, man, it's good listens, you know. If we can have consistent listens and stuff, that's cool. It means we're doing something and people actually fuck with what we're saying. It's cool, man. You gotta be fearless, bro, and just do whatever you want to do. Honestly, even if it doesn't work out.
So what are some of your favorite podcasts that you listen to?
I listen to the Joe Budden podcast. I like the No Chill podcast. That's with Gilbert Arenas.
Never heard of that one.
Nah, it's really good, man. It's kind of a basketball podcast, but he gives you insight on the league. You know, he's played for many years, was an elite player at a point, so he got like really good knowledge of the game and shit. So I like that. I listen to Brilliant Idiots. Charlamagne and Schultz. Something like that, man. Some just what else do I listen to that I really fuck with? I'm trying to think. Oh, Trapping Anonymous was one I was listening to. The idea in itself was just crazy. So I was listening to that. That's probably the 4 main ones I was listening to at the time. They're all different too, man. You know, like the Joe Budden podcast, it's really no chill, honestly. I know the other one's no chill, but that one has no chill at all. They speak what's on their mind. I don't think they hold back too much. Like the No Chill podcast, basketball related. The Brilliant Idiots, they talk about everything. Politics, all types of different shit, man. And then that Trapping Anonymous, the idea is just crazy, dude. This dude would bring in like a prostitute, but change her voice up, don't say her name, and interviews a straight prostitute, man.
Crazy.
And you know, yeah, it takes you into that world of that, and that's just crazy. You know, things you don't know about, like that kind of underworld type shit, you know? Drug dealers, pimps, prostitutes, some shit like that, you know? So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Okay. So coming to a close, man, what's the next step for Enrique? What are you trying to achieve, as you know?
I'm trying to actually get this podcast to pop, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, that'd be good, man. I want to get back into it and actually push the podcast, and hopefully, you know, we can make it big or bigger than what we're doing now. You know, we gotta start local. You know, if we can get our peers to listen and start from there, I think we'll be all right, man.
All right. So, go ahead and sign me out, and if there's something you want to put out in the world, whatever it is, go ahead, man.
All right, y'all. This was a quick interview with Rico. Like I said, just look out for the Corner Talk podcast. You can find it on SoundCloud. My man Eddie's IG has a link. My IG will have the link. That's _RicoLove21. And just follow it, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Peace out.
Yeah.